Yo, what is up, YouTube? It's your boy Mari. I already know who it is, man. And I'm back with another video on speculation of what is to come in this update. So, on the last video, I said that the Dragon Ball update would be a update 3. I was wrong. It's actually going to be a 1.5 update that's going to contain King Kai's planet. So, we did get that right, you know what I'm saying? Oh, there's a green light. But we did get some sneaks, you feel me? We did get some sneaks of the planet, what's it called, and also a gameplay perspective as well, how they're running on the planet and things of that nature. So this video is just going to be me talking about what I think is going to be coming, other than this, the basic update coming this Saturday, new raid, new Dragon Ball units, and more Fire Force units will be coming soon. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and let's get straight into the speculation. So first, we're going to start off with the Fire Force side of this update, and everybody knows that the update comes from the Asakura arc with the special Fire Force Company 7, which is Benimaru's Fire Force Company. So I do have some ideas on the units that could be coming through, and those are going to be the twins, which are a part of Benimaru's Stern Company. These two twins could be one unit that use their twin powers and their flame to have an attack. His vice captain Conroe can definitely be an option, a very valid one as well if we think about it, especially since this game does have a lot of different characters that we don't see often, you feel me? Next, and I think the most anticipated and also excited for unit would be Sho Kusakabe. Now, I'm not gonna lie, mad people in the chat wanted Sho. I want Sho. We all want Sho. Give us Sho. Next, we have Maki. Maki is a part of Shinra's company. Well, I guess not really Shinra's company, but the company he's a part of. And she was also there in the Asakura arc, so it would definitely be nice to see her as well. And then lastly, we have Haran, who ended up turning into a Demon Inferno, who trying to stop Company 8. So these are the Fire Force units I think that will be there in the next update. Now we have the Dragon Ball update. So as we discussed in the last video, King Kai was the sneak peek as well as the little secret hint, and we just got King Kai's planet confirmed as the map for the next update. Thus, I do want to go ahead and use King Kai's planet as the foundation of my theory here. So for the first saga that I do have in my mind that uses King Kai's planet, we have the Saiyan Saga. Now this I did say in my last video as well, but I think this is at the bottom of the tier list simply because we already have a Super Saiyan Vegeta, we already have Goku Black and Frieza, and it wouldn't match up for them to go and just drop Saiyan Saga units. Not that they can't, but it probably wouldn't be as hype as Super Saiyans, and also to have a Saiyan Saga unit, it would not necessarily be in line with how they already have their characters set up. However, just to go in brief on it real quick, the Saiyan Saga is the first saga that we do get introduced to King Kai. Goku goes to Snake Way to train with him and gets Kaioken. So that is an option for him, for them to use as well, if they did want to do so. Now, the second saga I had in my mind is the Beerus Saga. Okay, now the Beerus Saga utilizes King Kai's planet for the very beginning of the movie, where Goku is training with King Kai and he then gets pulled up on by Beerus wanting all the smoke. Bro held no games. He thought Goku was a Super Saiyan god, so he said, let's run these Super Saiyan god hands. And unfortunately, Goku was in Super Saiyan 3 and got knocked out in 3 punches, or not really even punches, 3 taps of a finger. But because of that simple fact, I do think that it could be possibly a Beerus Saga. This would also account for the fact that we already have a Super Saiyan Vegeta as well as Majin Vegeta. It could give Vegeta the Super Saiyan 2 Rage transformation. It could give us a Super Saiyan 3 Goku that transforms into Super Saiyan God Goku. And then, lastly, but not approaching, we can also have Beerus being obtained from the raid. I'm thinking it's a Dragon Ball raid. So Beerus or Goku being obtained for the raid, or summonable as well with maybe either Whis or maybe even a Gohan or a Gotenks or something like that taken from it as well. Now, the third arc, and the one that I want the most, the Fusion Reborn movie saga. Now, in this movie, Goku was training on King Kai's planet, if I'm not mistaken, before the Otherworld tournament. This is also the tournament where he meets Pikkon before the kid messes up and ends up turning into Janemba in hell. So, with that being said, I think this movie could possibly be a way for us to maybe get a Goku, you feel me? A Heaven Goku, Goku Angel, you know what I'm saying? We could also maybe see a Pikkon unit. Maybe this will go into a two-parter raid where the first stage will be King Kai's planet and the second stage could be hell, and maybe we get Janemba or something like that. But while this is also probably the least likely out of the three so far, this is the one that I think would give such a big amount of hype. And again, Vegeta could go from Majin Vegeta into Vegeta Angel, simply because, you know, he did die after the explosion, and it would work canonically as well. Now, for the last saga on this list, the one that I think is probably the most likely, other than the Cell Saga, the one that also works the most canonically in what we have and could provide the most crazy things we could see yet in AFS, we have the Majin Buu Saga, specifically the Fusion Saga of the Majin Buu Saga. Now, the reason why I say the Majin Buu Saga is because we already have Majin Vegeta, and although King Kai's planet was technically not used, Goku was dead and did have to get permission from a bunch of different people to come back to Earth. So, technically, King Kai, whenever Goku was dead, he's training with King Kai. He was technically on King Kai's planet. He's using King Kai to talk to everybody. With that being said, I do think that this would work the most canonically. Again, I said we have Majin Vegeta. We can get Gotenks or Goten and Trunks. We could get Buu, Majin Buu, maybe even Super Buu, and the raid unit could be Kid Buu. Or what we could end up receiving is a Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Ugh. Excuse me, almost died. Again, almost died twice. Oh my gosh. But what we could receive is a Super Saiyan 2 Goku that turns Super Saiyan 3, or a Super Saiyan 3 Goku. We could see a Vegeta evolution, a third evolution into a regular Vegeta, possibly, or maybe even a new Vegeta that they might use to evolve later on Vegetas. And then maybe those two could possibly have a transform mechanic where they fuse into Vegito, Potara. Maybe they have a Goten and Trunks unit that fuses into Gotenks. Or maybe they just have the units themselves. But this provides a lot of options for them to use. And again, they also could have an Ultimate Gohan, a Videl, different units that we don't necessarily see all the time in Dragon Ball updates, since a lot of Dragon Ball updates focuses on Dragon Ball Super. So with that being said, this is going to conclude my theory and speculations. The reason why I didn't go over the raids is because we only have the map info and not really anything else. So I kind of will just use what I said in my last video during the Cell Saga, just replace them, the units I mean, with the different units you got from each of these different sagas. But like I said, that is going to be the end of my video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I hope to see you guys in another live or another video. Make sure you turn that notification bell on so you don't miss another post. And it's been your boy Mari. I'm gonna catch y'all later. Deuces.